While panic and anxiety strikes have similar symptoms, that there are gaps which you should know about. For example, an anxiety attack is a sudden surge of overwhelming fear and stress that always does occur without the obvious rationale and without caution. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel for more related videos. The majority of times these strikes are a one-time phenomenon, however, a few folks experience recurring episodes. Recurring episodes in many cases are brought on by a cause, such as speaking before a bunch or doing a demonstration on the job. Anxiety disorder might also be components of some other disease like depression, anxiety attacks, or social anxiety. These illnesses are usually benign, but those who are afflicted from them still feel like though their life has gone uncontrollable. Much like panic disorders, anxiety strikes are manageable once you know the symptoms and signs. A panic attack may take place anytime, however, it usually happens once you're far at home. You may be at a shop purchasing, at the office getting ready for a demonstration, at a course, forcing, walking across the street, and sometimes perhaps while asleep. The signs or symptoms grow fast and usually reach their peak in approximately 10 minutes. Nearly all anxiety disorder do not last for over 30 minutes and rarely endure for at least 1 hour or two. The same as having a panic attack, someone with an anxiety attack will display those symptoms and signs. Enriched heartbeat or palpitation. Chest pain. Stomach churning, angry stomach. Trembling and vibration. Muscle strain. Sweating. Dizziness and lightheadedness. Tingling feeling or tingling. Feeling isolated from the environment. Now let us discuss the fear disease, when a lot of people simply experience a panic attack a couple of times in their life without any complications or even lasting results. Of course, in the event that you have to possess significantly more than that, there's absolutely no reason you ought to be too stressed. But when you've undergone a few episodes short time period afterward, you could possibly well be in danger of creating an anxiety illness. Allergic pressure strikes with persistent stress for future strikes and major developments in behavior could possibly be looked at as anxiety attacks. There are two chief indications of anxiety disorder. 1. Phobic avoidance. 2. Anticipatory anxiety. Phobic prevention: whenever you start in order to prevent certain situations or things dependent on the fact it's going to trigger yet another attack. In addition, it can be preventing scenarios which have resulted in a former attack. You can also avoid situations or places where escape is difficult and also assistance is inaccessible, such as be on the airplane or riding an elevator. Extreme instances of phobic avoidance really are a disease known as agoraphobia. That may be actually the anxiety about being in just about any scenario where you may possibly undergo an anxiety or panic attack. Anticipatory fear: someone demonstrating this symptom is usually exceedingly stressed and overstressed. If failed, this illness is frequently disabling. Then there is the combo of stress disorder with agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is traditionally considered a fear of open areas or people areas. It actually indicates that fear of the market. But now it is considered that agoraphobia is the stress of experiencing anxiety at a location where assistance is difficult or at which escape could be rough. People with agoraphobia are inclined to avoid these items or activities. Driving. Confined areas where there is an opportunity of being immobilized: elevator, theaters, public transport, shops. Moving out with dangerous person or somebody else or she's uncomfortable being with. Places where it could be awkward to have an anxiety attack, such as parties along with different social events. In acute cases, people who have agoraphobia typically visit their dwelling since the sole safe location. People identified as having agoraphobia reveal completely different signs or symptoms. However, shared to most agoraphobics is prevention: being in public places or being lonely. This really is a part of phobic avoidance. The distinction is the fact that the consequences of agoraphobia will limit the individual's normal pursuits. What sets agoraphobia aside from anxiety attacks is the fact that the number of tasks that the individual avoids. People who have anxiety disorder keep usually busy, though you can find particular situations they will have an inclination to prevent. On the flip side, agoraphobics limit their tasks as a consequence of fearful notions. These fearful thoughts could be quite damaging to an individual's lifetime in addition to relationships with other individuals. In any event, both states are the consequence of fear disorder. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.